This is Grand Kuka, the Predatory lender. Now, Yom Kippur just recently passed, and I can tell you, over the last year or so, we at the Predatory Lending Network have had quite the adventuresome time over this last year.
Now, Jar, tell us how the last year has went for you. Certainly, boss. Now I can tell you that I've spent most of the year off-world. But for your gifts of some human technology, and you being in jail, I would have certainly blasted off by now. So be assured that me and my boys will keep real good care of that wife of yours. And let's not forget the lovely Bun Bun. Because I can tell you, they certainly know the meaning of God. Ha 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 ha. Now Annie, how has the last year been for you? Well, boss, I'm not Jewish, I'm Jewish! Things have not been going so well for me since last year when Congress failed to pass the stimulus bill, causing the Dow to drop some 777 points. And over the next 6 months, causing the market to fall some 38%. Now, I tell you, somebody needs to do something about these guys. And that's why we at the Predatory Lending Network like taxes! When he took office, the S&P was at a mere 666. And a few short months later, he has been able to move the market some 54%. So we at the Predatory Lending Network will continue to support taxes, and again, by any means necessary. So since my wife threw me out to live in the cold, I have made some new friends. And next time when it comes time to eat, I know just what to do with them. Ho 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 ho! So I am getting back on my feet and using some of the extra money I have made to get me a little something from Cyberdyne. Now Chart, how has the last year been for you? Things have been quite good for me, boss. While I don't have my 40 virgins, I have been able to use some extra money to buy myself a few little things from Cyberdyne.
So, you want to see what's in the box?
Sure, okay.
Open.
Human, destroy! Human, terminated.
Goggles protect my eyes. Let's put my goggles on. My goggles are a must.
I'm kind of sleepy.
Ah, that fresh out of the box smell. But none of us have had quite the religious experience you have, boss.
Oh Jesus, thank you. I was wondering, Jesus, the stock market has done so well in the last 6 months, and me being an evil short seller, was I wrong when the market, took that big crash last year on Yom Kippur because Congress failed to pass the stimulus bill? Oh Jesus?
Were you wrong? Are you asking me?
Oh, please forgive me, Jesus.
Well, all things are good in God's eyes. No, you did good. You did good. Don't worry. You can carry your head high. Yom Kippur, just another word for put it in my pocket. Any other questions?
No, When Congress failed to pass the stimulus bill, the market fell 777 points. Now, is that not the number associated with you, Jesus?
That's the number, 777. You'll also find it in Las Vegas on the slot machines. Bing, bing, bing. There's also 3 bars, which really trumps Jesus' number. And then there's the number that's right below it, the 666, the devil's number. We've seen 999 is just 666 flipped over. And 111 is the same no matter which direction it faces. Exactly. All 5s, if you turn that upside down, it says S. Do you have other questions?
Now, when the market fell 777.6, 6 months later, the S&P happened to hit Satan's number of 666. So, was that a sign for everyone to get back into the market? And is Satan maybe possibly more powerful than you? Because the market's been up since then.
Well, it's a personal call that if you enjoy the numbers 666.7, that may be the sign for you to go put your hands in your money again, to pull your head out of the sand and put your hands in your pockets and shake them all around and then throw them over to Wall Street. Exactly.
Now, when the Dow fell 777.6, strangely enough, 6 months later was the bottom of the S&P at 666. Is there any relation between that 0.6 coincidentally being 6 months later was the bottom of the market?
Well, was it a coincidence? I think not. I think it was the people who pushed the number 6 actually marketing that number. That they had a plan to make sure that 0.6 was actually featured after the 7s. And the 7 people were not aware that the 6 people were going to attach the 6 to it, and the 6 people were jumped the 7s. And suddenly you had this number relationship. You had the 6s and the points and the 7s right next to each other. But don't worry, it's all good.
And then when the S&P bottomed at 666.7, it's almost 7 months from that day. And the stock market is now coming up to the same point it was a year ago, roughly, on Yom Kippur. Are we possibly seeing a move down now in the market?
Yom Kippur is a good chance not to eat anything. And so actually you might find, that it was a good thing that it caused a weight loss throughout the Jewish community. They lost weight that day. And that you're all thinking too hard. You're just thinking too hard. That's the problem with the brain. So, if you're thinking about 6s and 7s and 6 months and 7 months, just take a vacation. Exactly. Take some of that money back and spend it on yourself. Get a little lipstick, a little bit of nail polish, some hair gel, and have yourself a good stock market, Wall Street, 6-7 month free day. Just one for yourself. Yom Kippur yourself.